Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught me this truth. I want to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And as always, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory is definitely due to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, especially in the times that we're living in. As Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, they're proving their words to be faithful and true. Everything that we believe in is being proven to be faithful and true, And in saying that, how much more salvation, how much more spiritual powers, how much more mercy, as we see in the Lord judge the wicked of this place, we gotta also understand that the Lord is gonna have mercy on those who fear Him, So, I literally had no scriptures lined up, so let me just get into it, and see where the Spirit takes me. You know what? No. I think I want this one. Okay. It's not, these are good scriptures. I just really want to just get to the point. Give me a second. And see, it did this on the last lesson. It's not bringing up the scriptures. And you'll see, I typed in basically conclusion of the matter. But wait till I find this scripture. And so now I'm going to do a Google search. And watch the same scripture going to be in there worded as I was typing it in. Conclusion of the matter. That's exactly what I had typed in. Ecclesiastes 12, chapter 13. Okay. I also typed in keep his commandments. Okay. But you see, Esau is messing with this. And look at what I'm saying. Look at the time was 11:44. It just changed to 11:45. And the Lord let me see it before it changed. The water Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Yeah, I was going to Ecclesiastes 12. I think Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13, down here at the bottom, highlighted in the blue. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, okay, meaning Yahweh, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay? Our whole duty is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. Okay? And that's why this truth is important. Because we have been brought away, been led away captive because we didn't fear the Lord. you know, and we went off ultimately. Let me see. I tried to look this up too in the Bible app, and it didn't come up. 1 Corinthians 12, chapter 2. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. Salakia. Okay, I had that wrong. It says 1 Corinthians. Oh, I'm at 2 Corinthians. That's the problem. Salakia. Okay, so verse 2, Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2, it says, Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. And that's what happened. We were carried away by dumb idols, as we've been here in these latter days. Idols like Jesus Christ. You know, you even got Jake getting involved with the Nation of Islam and calling on Allah. You know, I'm listening to a video from Saints of Jersey today, and this chick mentioned the name Yeshaya and Ahaya. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of dumb idols, you know. The true names is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And that shows you that the names are important, because people have so many different names for the God of the Bible. These are all titles and misinterpretations of the names. Okay? Because Allah simply means power. Okay? Prove that. Just if we just go in here. Let me go do this in the blue data. Give me a second. But I want to go into another one. You know what? Let me just start at Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Okay. Let me see. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Okay. And so we go into the interlinear. Let's see what this does. For the word God, it says Elohim, which in the actual ancient Paleo Hebrew is Alahayim, which is plural for Allah, which means the gods. Because right here it's talking about the gods created the heavens and the earth. And this is basically speaking of Yahweh Shai and the 144,000 elect men, prophets that are on this earth right now. You know what I'm saying? Speaking this truth. You know? But the point is, you know, you don't understand, even if it says rulers in the outline of biblical usage, rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, gods, okay? So we're all as gods, you know what I'm saying? But we were turned into Gentiles. We turned into Gentiles because we decided to follow another power, which Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai warned us about. He said, Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. And here we are as Israelites, calling on Allah, calling on Ahaya, Yeshua, Yahweh. And it's often up, or your prayers are falling on deaf ears, because these gods cannot hear nor speak. I believe there's a scripture of that. Let me just not even do that. Let me just do a Google search on that one too. Psalm 115, starting at verse 5. So let's get to it. This is why we shouldn't have no other God amongst us. So these touchscreen phones, I really hate technology, man. I'll start at the top, verse 1. Okay, so Psalm 115, starting at the top, verse 1. Not unto us, O Lord, unto us, but unto thy name. Not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. This is why the names are important. We're doing this to uplift the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're not doing this to uplift ourselves. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will uplift us in the kingdom. And actually in the time of Jacob's trouble, when we get them spiritual powers. But right now is the time for you to be lifting up Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is the Lord making his name known on the earth. Okay, I literally did not have a topic. The Spirit just came on me to just hit the button and just start with fearing the Lord. And this is where it led to. So we're going to get into the names. Okay, we're going to see where the Spirit takes us. It says, not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory. Okay, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. And that's why I open up this lesson saying, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for proving his word to be faithful and true, man. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? But our God, because you see, in the kingdom, the heathen's going to be like, where's Buddha? You know what I'm saying? Where's Allah? Where's Jesus? Hey, even in Jacob's trouble, that's what everybody going to be like. They're going to be trying to figure out why their gods are not answering their prayers. Well, here's why. It says their gods are of silver and gold, verse 4. And the work of men's hands. They build their own gods. And this has been passed down from generation to generations. You know what I'm saying? These nations come up with their gods that basically work within how they want to live on earth. Okay, and they pass these different philosophies down from generation to generation, and here we are with all these different gods. This is why it was warned unto us from the beginning, do not have any other gods before me. Okay, and this is why the names Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is important, because if you go to Psalms 91, and I'm going to come back to the Psalm 115, but in Psalm 91, I always get this, okay? And I believe it's verse 14. He says, because Psalm 91 and 14, because he had set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. If you want salvation, you got to call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? And in this walk, it's important that you fear the Lord. Let me just make this quick point right quick. It's important to have a healthy fear of the Lord, because this is what it does. When you know why you're in this, when you wake up to this truth as an Israelite, then you understand why you're in the situation that you're in, and you understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai put you in this situation because of your lack of fear towards them. Okay, so then you decide, okay, now I want to do things right because I'm tired of living like this. Okay, yeah, I actually want the kingdom of heaven. You start learning all these things, and you just start desiring that, and therefore you gain a healthy fear of the Lord. Now you decide to try to keep the Passover. Try to keep the Sabbath to the best of your ability. You know, you put away eating certain foods, all through your fear of the Lord, because you know that now that you're in this truth and you know it, you know that the Lord can jack you up for going against his word, because you know his word and you chose to go against it. You know what the Lord can do, so that fear that you have of the Lord kicks in every day and reminds you, now this is not something I want to do. Because the Lord can, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai can jack me up, man. When you fear the Lord, you automatically keep his commandments to the best of your ability. Okay? So fear the Lord and keep his commandments. And of course, to the best of your ability. And I'm going to reiterate this. We're living in a world ran by Esau, literally ran by the wicked. The wicked rules the earth right now, so it's hard to live righteous. Okay? As the scriptures say, we are sent out as sheep amongst wolves. Because we are humbly speaking this word, you know, hoping for mercy, you know, and salvation from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we're just humble. The most humble human beings on earth are the elect. You know, right now the hopeful elect. Okay? Because we fear the Lord. Because we fear the Lord. It makes us humble. We humble ourselves in front of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now we know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is literally actually watching every single move we make. Okay? Just bend your finger. The Lord ordained that. The Lord is watching that, man. This is why we fear the Lord. Okay? Because it automatically turns into obedience. That healthy fear of the Lord turns into the obedience. Obedience begets rewards from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And through our obedience right now, we're building up that spiritual bank account, that bank account in the heavens, that we can, you know, withdraw out of during the time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? We doing this work right now so that when this word is no longer going out, we've already had our spiritual bank accounts built up through our humility and through our fear. Okay? And our obedience to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And now we have a bank account built up that we can withdraw out of in a time of trouble. All we have to do is, as it says in verse 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Verse 15, he shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation, man. Okay? And that's with it. That's part of your spiritual bank account. Being able to just call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he will immediately make things happen on your behalf. And we're getting ready to see miracles during the time of Jacob's trouble, once it intensifies. During the hour of temptation. We're getting ready to experience miracles, man, all in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so I just wanted to make that point. You know what I'm saying? The names are very important. You know, it is very important to have that name. I didn't want to go too long. It's been a long day and I'm actually ready for bed, but I just wanted to get that out. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. And Yahweh Ratazah, you people, you all will edify you brothers and sisters. Of the hopeful elect will edify, Lord will. Till next time, Shalom.